going? Mandy, get away from that car. Do I know you from somewhere?
I don't think so.
Who are you here to see?
Sorry?
Which doctor?
I usually see Dr. Clay.
Oh, love him. Don't you love him? Can tell him anything, you know. Not like my bloke. He should be here. You know where he is? No, me neither. So, what you in for?
Morning, ladies.
How do?
Good morning.
That's where I recognise you from. You'd be coming in as I was leaving. You work at Harbours. I left when I had Mandy. Casey James. I cleaned there for 4 months. You're Miss Harbour, the boss.
Right then.
Oi, come on.
So we're agreed.
We're agreed.
It's for the best.
I know.
I'll call you later.
All right.
Hop in.
Someone's in a good mood.
Nothing like an early night.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
No, seriously, I had a good night's sleep.
And you're in a good mood because of that.
Yeah. Not that I'll be getting any tonight. Sleep, that is. Scott's back.
It's all right for some.
Yep.
Oh, come on. You're not jealous, are you?
No.
You can't begrudge Cherry a little bit of happiness.
Okay.
That's the last thing
Thank
I'm
you.
doing.
Miss Harbour, Dr. Clare, see you now.
I couldn't disagree more.
But look at the statistics.
I don't trust anything I can't hear.
What about the environment?
What about speed?
Aren't you meant to be sensible at your age?
Aren't you meant to be reckless at your age? Electric cars. Stephen's been trying to convince me, but I'd rather take the bus.
Have you ever taken the bus?
It's the first time for everything.
So, how you doing?
Not too great.
You look okay.
Stephen.
You do?
I had a bad night.
That'll be it then. Now, can I get you anything?
You can get Heston a cup of tea. It went well then.
I babysat, that's all.
It sounded like you were getting on. Did you look at his book?
Not really. In fact, now's as good a time as any. Well, you can't leave it there. Shall I put it with your things?
Why?
He might see it.
Just have to hang on to it then, won't you?
It's not the end, Sean. Sean. There are other ways. Adoption.
I don't think so.
Well, why rule it out?
I don't think I'm suitable.
Why not? You and your partner.
Are no longer together. Years of tests, thinking about nothing else. There's a price to pay.
I'm sorry.
It's so hard to let go of the idea.
Why, you don't have to rule out parenting altogether.
I might as well be realistic.
But there are lots of kids out there who need someone like you.
Oi, you two, cut it out.
No, they're all right.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? Oh, how'd you get on?
Not now.
Oh, we rattled her cage.
Casey, do you want to come through?
Keep an eye on me.
Hang on.
I'll do it. Hello. Can I come and play with you?
You know something, don't you?
You tell me what you're doing. You're playing to see your fire engine?
Academically, athletically, socially, it seems almost unfair to be gifted musically as well.
He was hothoused as a toddler. You obviously care about him.
I don't. Well, I do, but I can't. Who's to say he'd want to live with me anyway?
Of course he would. You just have to decide what you want.
Goes in there and you get some petrol. Look.
This is a doctor's surgery, not a creche.
Oh, come on. They're lovely.
From a distance.
Oh, hands on there like that.
What makes Zara think he's married?
Oh, it's just what Zara's like, isn't it? She wants something to go wrong.
What noise is it making?
I just don't think Cherry would let herself be conned like that.
Nino, Nino. I can't be.
Well, you are.
I mean, we can't afford it.
Casey, you're pregnant. 10 weeks.
What am I going to do?
Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know, do I?
Have you talked it through with your partner?
Partner. It's one word for it. Where's he then?
He's not around?
Comes and goes. Waste of space. So come on then. Stick or twist.
Casey, I can't tell you whether or not to have a termination. You know that.
You can. He can. Who can, Dr. Clay?
You haven't told me how it went. If you had a good time at Heston's. That bad, eh?
No, it was a laugh.
Good. Because there could be more of these overnights.
There won't be.
But if there are, how would you feel about staying?
Mum, you're going to be fine. Honestly. I'm going to go and get a magazine.
You're going to have to tell him. He won't accept the truth from me. Tell him if the worst comes to the worst, you won't abandon him. He won't be on his own.
Franklin! Mandy! So help me, when I catch you, I'll... what are you doing here?
Just needed some fresh air.
Bad news, was it? Oh, you're right. Just tell me to get lost. You more or less did, didn't you? Says you're right for being such a nosy cow.
Sorry for snapping at you.
I can't live if living is without you. I can't give anymore. Already done that?
I know. So, Scott,
What do you want to know?
everything?
I hardly know you. I can't give you that kind of advice.
That's what Dr. Clay said. I'd love to, really, just not right now. You haven't got kids, have you?
No.
No, you're too well turned out. Are you happy with the support you get?
Excuse me?
At home? I mean, have you got someone to turn to?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, if you were in my boots, you wouldn't need to rely on Dr. Clay or some stranger you just met. Husband, boyfriend,
No.
girlfriend. Villa City makes no difference to me.
No, I don't have a girlfriend. We split up.
How come? Fair enough. Go on, how come? I'm not judging, I'm just curious. Prefer blokes myself. Mind you, the thought of Kevin being the only man I sleep with for the next 40 years makes me shudder. More than he ever has. So go on then, why did you and your girlfriend split up?
I wanted children. My girlfriend didn't. And this morning, Dr. Clay told me that I can't have children of my own. And now here I am listening to you telling me that you want a baby. Just not right now.
Stephen, this is probably the hardest thing you'll ever have to go through. But your mother thought if you hear it from me, a doctor, you could at least begin to start making the decisions you'll have to make if the worst should happen. Who's going to look after you, what you'll do for money, where you're going to live. I mean, Lily and I, we both loved having you to stay. We both think you're a thoroughly decent, intelligent, gifted young man. But I don't think you staying permanently would be the best arrangement for any of us. I mean, you included. But, you're always welcome. At any time, and I really mean that, Stephen. At any time. And, Stephen, could you at least acknowledge that I'm talking to you?
Sorry, Heston. Were you saying something?
You sure they won't want one?
Well, they think the bell means it's run out.
Who told them that?
I couldn't say.
You any nearer making a decision?
If you knew Kevin, you'd know it was a bad idea.
Must be hard for him as well,
How'd you work that one out?
having to provide.
Provide. Kevin? Yeah, that's a good one.
Ready, steady, go!
Oh, it's rubbish not having any money. You need money and you need help. You're better off out of it. It'd be a nightmare bringing kids up on your own. Actually, I think a nightmare'd be better. At least that way you'd be getting some sleep.
That's filth?
Grime.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Well, it doesn't really matter as long as you like it. When I was a surgeon, the maestro of Martin Ward, I always used to ask my patients what music they'd like to hear when they were under the knife.
Weren't they unconscious?
Well, I would hope so.
So how would they know what music was playing?
Well, that's what they used to say. But my feeling was, no one's ever sure, is that, a familiar voice, a favourite tune, the sense that, things are where they should be. Life is on familiar ground, so that if the worst were to happen and they didn't make it... Stephen, this is the hardest thing you're going to have to go through, and you need to decide what you're going to do.
Why are you even interested?
I'm a family friend.
And all of a sudden, Mum's talking about me living with you.
Well, about that.
I've got loads of people I could stay with. Relatives.
Absolutely.
So why would I stay with you?
Well, that's a valid point.
I don't even remember you.
Well, I lost touch with Christine years ago.
Did you and Mum used to be together?
I know this is very confusing.
It's a pretty simple question.
Well, it's not a simple answer.
Try telling me the truth.
I don't think it's my place.
Don't then. It's irrelevant. She's going to be fine.
I hope so. But you have to face the fact she may die. And with your father...
Shut up! You didn't know him. She's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Look, I promise you, everything is going to be all right. I should clear this up.
Got any nephews or nieces?
Got any brothers and sisters?
What's that got to do with anything?
To help you look after them.
You're joking. They're more disorganised than I am.
Mine too. My brother. And gay.
Did your mother dress you in each other's clothes?
What about your mum? Can't she help out?
Oh. I have this fear, you know, that they're going to turn out like me.
Why be scared of that?
Look at the state of me.
You seem okay.
Tears of a clown. So what does your brother do?
He's a pilot.
Shut up.
He is.
He's a pilot and you're a company director. Do you know what? I could go off you.
Mum and Dad sent us to a good school.
Because you had money.
It wasn't private. They just gave us the confidence to believe we could do well.
My mum wrung the life out of me.
If I had half your energy.
Where does it all go?
You're young. You've still got time.
And you haven't got any kids. You do look absolutely great, though.
What was that?
Dunno. Just felt right.
To do it, or while you were doing it as well?
Do you know I didn't even shudder like I do with Kevin? Are you angry with me?
I'm still in love with my ex anyway.
And maybe she's still in love with you. Maybe she'll change her mind. Hey, if you ever need a donor, it's what he does.
You're not telling him you're pregnant?
Nope. Shame. You know, you'd make a lovely dad.
He's always away. She's never met his mates. And he's got a mobile for work he won't give her the number of.
He's got a good job. He doesn't want to share her with his mates just yet. And he wants to protect her from the stresses and strains of his professional life.
That's what she said. Sound likely to you?
It's me and him all over. He rings, I don't answer. I ring, he don't answer. How can he have another kid with him? It's like a kid himself.
Because you love each other, and that's got to count for something. Answer it. I'll watch them.
Hello? You should be here with us. With them, not in the pub. I can't do this again, Kevin. It's all right.
You're right, darling. It's all right, you just stay still. Well done, you Franklin.
Oh, sweetheart.
I think we should get her to the doctor.
Will you come with us?
You sure?
Yeah. Something I want to ask you.
Okay.
I love the smell of isoflurane in the morning. A privilege. Doing something you love with people you care about. You want to watch the video?
No, thanks.
No problem, as you wish.
Why'd you run off?
Action. Lights. A leading man surrounded by his acolytes. Anaesthetist, registrar, nurses. Ah, the nurses.
Why'd you stroke my hair that way?
Stephen, please, I have my reputation to consider.
Tell me everything was going to be just fine. That's what Dad used to say.
I really have to be going.
You knew my mum, but only till she met my dad.
Not really. There's a bowel resection in B. Would you care to join me?
Are you my father?
No. Stephen? I wish I were.
You banged her head, you say? Didn't know you two knew each other.
We do now. Come on.
How could you?
What choice did I have?
To leave your child behind?
You weren't my child.
You thought I was.
Till your mum told me the truth.
But for 2 years you thought you were my father. You brought me up as if you were.
Yes.
And then just walked away.
I tried to stay in touch.
Not very hard.
They moved you to Scotland.
You could have visited.
I did. Then your dad got a job abroad.
And then you gave up.
Yes.
Got your old life back. something you loved with people you cared about.
What was I supposed to do?
Come after me.
You didn't want me. Nobody did. You had a father of your own.
And no one was going to tell me any different.
Maybe they didn't want you to know.
Well, now I do.
Now you do.
How did it happen?
She told me she was leaving. I said she couldn't take you with her. She said she wanted to be with your father.
You must have hated me.
I hated everyone. Alienated colleagues, people who'd respected me for years.
Mum did that to you.
She wasn't in love with me. What was she supposed to do?
Right, my love.
Good girl.
Could you show me where it hurts? Slide, eh? Very dangerous. Can you move your head for me, side to side like that?
Can't you move your head?
Is that the most dangerous thing you've ever done, gone on a slide? No. Was it hunting tigers in the jungle? Yeah. Did any of that hurt? No. No, didn't think so. No, she's fine.
Hey, we should get you checked out as well.
Come on then, let's see you in action. Bye. Hey.
I'm really not sure about this, Michelle. It's really not our place.
She wouldn't know, Simon. She'd have no idea. If someone is conning Cherry, well, it's up to me and you to stop it.
Yeah, you're absolutely fine.
I told you.
Yeah, well, better safe than sorry, eh?
Yeah.
So, you two met today?
Yeah, well, we used to work together.
We didn't know each other, though.
But now it's like we've known each other years.
Yeah, but you haven't.
No.
No, I just went to the park to clear my head.
And I felt terrible as well.
Was this after the both of you talked to me?
Yeah, I mean, I was having a baby I couldn't afford, and Sian couldn't have a baby at all, and then when Mandy hit her head, you were brilliant.
I only did what anyone would have done.
It was like she was her own. I mean, there's nobody else I would have preferred to be there, not even Kevin. And that's when it come to me.
Sorry.
What for?
If Mum does die, and you still want me to, I'd like to stay with you.
I don't see what the problem is. It was your idea.
What?
There are kids out there that need someone like you.
Yeah, in general, not literally. I don't think you've taken on board what a huge decision this is.
Well, of course we have.
You barely know each other. Like, apart from the emotional trauma, there are practical considerations, legal issues.
Yeah, which we have considered.
Yeah, for a few hours.
I can't afford another baby.
I can.
And we both want it.
I can't have a baby of my own. It seemed the natural solution.
And we just can't cope with another baby, so I've asked Sian if she'll help out.
So, you can't afford to have a baby, so you're just gonna give it away? And you shouldn't even be considering adoption so soon after finding out that you can't have children of your own. Look, there are procedures, paperwork, screening, tests, scans. What if the baby's disabled? Assuming everything is fine, well, it's one thing being unplanned, it's another being given away after a morning in the park. Are you going to let Casey see the baby?
I'm going to look after it.
What?
Well, I mean, we. Kevin, this is Dr. Clay. And Sian.
I think you may have the wrong end of the stick.
She's only doing what godmothers do.
Godmothers?
We're going to have another baby. And Mandy's going to be fine. Why don't you take the kids?
See you in a sec.
You really thought I'd give my baby away?
No, I just...
Thank you. Nothing.
He could be registered elsewhere.
I'll still be able to find him.
Well, medical records go missing.
Nothing. Not even as a child. I even checked for an NHS number at the PCT.
I can't give anymore.
We're gonna have to tell her.
Here they are. Hello.
Congratulations. Get in touch if you need anything.
Oh, I love him. Don't you love him? Come on. See you later. Bye.
I'm glad it all worked out for you.
Thanks.
See ya.
Come on then.
Tomorrow. I'll tell her tomorrow.
I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Absolutely fine.
You took it all right.
Yeah.
Well, you must say goodbye from me.
I will.
And tell him he must come and see us any time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. She says hello.
She's okay with it?
Can't wait for you to come and live with us.
Good.
Good.
Have you decided yet whether you're going to be a summer bride or a winter bride?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
This has got to stop. I am going to get married. Now get off my farm.
No, not without Morag.
Jessica Fletcher leaves no stone unturned next on BBC1, investigating a case that's 30 years old in Murder, She Wrote.